What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97 and welcome to episode number 13 of my SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager mode. This episode is brought to you from Palatka, Florida. This is the June 21st edition of the show. So let's take a look at the match card. As you can see, we have the Guerreros taking on Ric Flair and Rob Van Dam. Bit of an odd tag team there as we pit rivals on the same side. Randy Orton takes on Kurt Angle. So we know last week Edge faced Randy Orton. So this time Kurt Angle is going to take on the challenge. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the matches that we're going to be simulating. Christian knocks off Carlito in singles competition. We're going to play the Batista and Kane matchup. So Los Guerreros defeat Ric Flair and Rob Van Dam. So that tag team didn't really pan out too well for them. And Randy Orton manages to defeat Kurt Angle. So Kurt Angle, that's a bit of a setback for him as he loses to the Viper here tonight. But one of our two matches here tonight on the show, the Animal Batista taking on the Big Red Machine Kane. Kane, of course, one half of the tag team champions alongside the Big Show after they defeated Los Guerreros at the Judgment Day pay-per-view back in episode 10. So now we're looking for a new tag team who could potentially challenge Kane and the Big Show, because the Guerreros had their rematch. They had the opportunity to win back the titles, and they were unsuccessful. So now we need a new tag team to step up. And at the moment, there really aren't too many tag teams. I do have some ideas, perhaps, for future tag teams that could move into the game, move into the series, but we'll have to, I guess, wait until those come into fruition. But for now, Kane competing in singles action here tonight against Batista, and it's Kane who wins the lockup battle there, as he just tosses Batista down to the floor right there. And now, as we can see, Kane, he's going to pick Batista up for a sidewalk slam right there, driving Batista into the mat. And later on, of course, we will see the Hitman, Bret Hart, taking on the Game, Triple H, in a one-on-one matchup. So be sure to stay tuned for the main event for this episode. As we can see, Kane now with a huge DDT right there as Batista gets driven face first into the mat. So it's a bit of a back-and-forth contest at the moment. Kane able to counter Batista's attempted two-handed chokeslam, but now Batista with a huge clothesline takes Kane out. And now an uppercut by Kane. What a vicious move from the Big Red Machine. But Batista back inside the ring now. Took a bit of a moment to kind of disrupt Kane's flow of momentum by stepping outside the ring, but appears as though that didn't really do too much for him, as he nearly got his head taken off with that big boot. And now both men out here on the outside, looking to take their brawl to the floor. As here's Kane driving that shoulder right into Batista. As Kane seems to have gained the upper hand here in the early stages of this one. Kicking out the leg of Batista now. And now uncovering that top turnbuckle. That could perhaps come into effect later on as this match continues. Kane tosses Batista over there into the corner. As now he's picking him up, looking for snake eyes. And now look at this. Kane not wasting any time here. Going right for the throat for the choke slam all the way to hell. And that could put Batista away pretty quickly in this one. Not even 2 minutes. Kane could have just won the matchup here. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No, not quite yet. Batista, he's not done just yet. So Kane probably should have inflicted a little more damage before going for the choke slam. But nonetheless, this match will continue. Kane, you can see he's frustrated, just punching Batista in the side of the head, and now just choking him out right here. Well, Kane, of course, he's got to be careful, got to break the referee's count there. I mean, just choking out Batista here. Kane, he can't let his emotions get the better of him, otherwise he's going to end up losing the match here. But look at that, a blatant low blow by Kane. But apparently low blows, this is the Ruthless Aggression era, so they must not matter. You don't get disqualified by a low blow. As Kane just continued his assault there on Batista. Batista finally back to his feet, looking to go on the attack now, as he drops Kane down to the mat and just stomping a mud hole in Kane here. And now it's Batista who's unloading with a flurry of furious strikes there. And now look at this, Kane. Oh, Kane caught Batista off guard. An inside cradle here. Well, that's not what I would expect from Kane, but it worked. Kane defeats Batista here tonight on SmackDown with that small package. Well, of all people, I wouldn't expect Kane to use a roll-up, but nonetheless, it got the job done here tonight. It was a bit of a surprise, and that's exactly what the element of surprise just caught Batista off guard. And Kane walks away with the victory here tonight. So that's a big victory there for Kane as he continues to build momentum for the tag team champions. As we move on to the main event for this episode, as we can see coming down to the ring, SmackDown's newest superstar, Bret the Hitman Hart, getting ready to compete in singles action tonight against our World Heavyweight Champion, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H. Yes, Triple H. He's got to be feeling pretty confident after what happened a few episodes ago at Judgment Day, after his victory over Kurt Angle. It wasn't even really a victory, though, if you can call it that. It was a draw. But the fact of the matter is, the champion's advantage, with the match being a no contest, Triple H retained the title, as we see a battle of strength here between the two. But it's Bret Hart who appears to have won the battle there. That kick to the gut, and now a forearm right to the face of Triple H. But as I was saying, Triple H, you know, he just got, and not to say that he didn't have a strong showing. Very early on, he took the fight to Kurt Angle, so much so that Kurt Angle was never able to come back from it to gain the upper hand in the matchup. It was all Triple H. But nonetheless, with it being a draw, Triple H, he didn't even have to win the match, and that's part of the champion's advantage. You know, in a normal matchup, if it's the the disqualification countout sort of advantage, but in an Iron Man match, you just got to make sure that your opponent or
have it be a draw, as was the case at Judgment Day. So Triple H walks out with the title, and he's still been able to go on a pretty, he's been doing pretty well for himself following Judgment Day. He has managed to keep his winning streak going, and now here tonight, Bret Hart could perhaps try to bring an end to that. But after that elbow to the back of the head, Triple H applying a crossface here, looking to force Bret Hart to tap out here. How ironic would that be if Bret Hart, the submission specialist, tapped out in a matchup here tonight, as we see Triple H now driving the knee right into the skull of Bret Hart. And Triple H now, nice knee lift right to the gut of Bret Hart, but Bret able to counter. But now it's Triple H who counters and ties up the arm of Bret Hart there. But look at this. Bret Hart spins Triple H around, able to catch the kick there. Oh, but now a face buster by Triple H. Bret Hart never even saw it coming. And now here's Triple H. He's got him up, looking for a pile driver. Just spiking Bret Hart's head off the mat there. Very deadly move that is. And if executed incorrectly, you could break somebody's neck. You could kill a person with that move. Triple H, very dangerous territory he's walking by using that pile driver. But hey, this is the Ruthless Aggression era. We take things to the extreme here on Friday Night SmackDown. As we see now, Bret Hart flips Triple H over. He's not letting him get away. Continues to go to work on that leg of Triple H. Try to perhaps soften Triple H up for the sharpshooter. But Triple H rolling away now, trying to create some distance. He can't afford to let Bret Hart start to gain the upper hand with those submission holds. Look at this, sunset flip into the cover, but Triple H quickly kicks out before the referee can even get in a position to count the pin, let alone actually make the count. But look at this now, back and forth counters between these two, both avoiding each other's grapples. And now look at this, spine buster by Bret Hart. As you can see, Bret Hart going back to work on that leg, that knee. Oh, just look at that, Bret Hart really bending that knee out of place. The leg is not supposed to bend that way. Bret Hart, being a submission specialist, he really knows the human body. He knows where to target. As you can see, not just one leg. Bret Hart trying to soften up both legs for the sharpshooter here. I mean, hey, if it works, you know, I mean, if Triple H can't walk, there's no way he can possibly win this matchup. Bret Hart,
it might be a bit of an old school strategy, but it works. It's effective. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bret Hart trying to wear down the legs of Triple H, and that's always an effective strategy in a matchup. Try to target a body part, prevent your opponent from utilizing some of their offense. You know, you can't fault Bret Hart for that kind of tactic, as now he rolls up Triple H here. Not even a 2 count, though, as Triple H manages to power out of that roll-up. And now a clothesline to Bret Hart right there. But Bret Hart going back on the attack as he's got Triple H, delivers a couple of knees to the face. 4 knees, in fact. And Bret Hart once again zeroing back in on that leg, that knee of Triple H. And Bret Hart now, well, he's looking to go to the top rope here. Look at Bret Hart. Oh, but Triple H steps out of the ring, and Bret Hart, he crashes and burns. That's why they call it high-risk offense, folks. But Bret Hart going back inside the ring now as he catches a punch by Triple H. Bret Hart continuing to maintain the upper hand in this matchup as he continues to have the advantage. This time, though, it's Triple H who catches a punch, and now going to work on the arm of Bret Hart. Perhaps trying to utilize Bret Hart's own strategy, just target the arm of Bret Hart, prevent him from locking in that sharpshooter. And now look at this, Triple H backbreaker right there to the Hitman, taking him down. And Triple H now, well, he's going after the leg here. Bit of a variant of the figure 4 applied here by Triple H. Of course, paying homage to his mentor, Ric Flair. And look at this, this is a rope break with Triple H. He's got to break by the 5 count or else he'll be disqualified. And he utilized that count to its full extent, waiting until the 4 count before finally breaking the hold. And Triple H, well, he's not done, going after the leg of Bret Hart. I guess turnabout's fair play. Triple H going to work now on the leg, the knee of Bret Hart. And now look at this. Triple H once again going for that knee off the rope there. But here's Bret Hart now with a kick by Triple H. And now he kicks out the leg of Bret Hart right there, right at the back of the leg. Again, Triple H going for the crossface. He's got it locked in here. And I do a while back. So I did see the video lag, so I apologize for that, but you know the 20 times. Now, Bret Hart catching the arm of Triple H, and look at this. Bit of an arm bar now, locked in here by Bret Hart. Trying to force Triple H to submit here. Will the game tap out? No, he manages to escape that submission hold. Bret Hart now buying himself a moment to catch his breath. And now go back on the attack with a nice running clothesline. And now Bret Hart choking out Triple H here. He definitely does not want to allow Triple H to catch his breath. Bret Hart needs to stay on the assault. It's Triple H, well, he went for a clothesline to the back of the head of Bret Hart, but Bret countered with a nice reverse elbow. Now a couple of strikes of his own. Triple H catches it, though. And look at this. Triple H now going after the leg of Bret Hart right there. There's a chop. And now look at this. Kick to the gut. He's measuring Bret Hart for the pedigree. Right there, folks. That's going to be it. Good night, Bret Hart. Nobody kicks out of the pedigree. Covered by Triple H. 1, 2, 3. Triple H has done it. One of the most devastating finishers in the history of the WWE. The pedigree was enough to put Bret Hart away. Like I said, not too many people ever kick out of that one. Triple H has managed to use the pedigree to its full effectiveness. And that's why he is still your World Heavyweight Champion. That's why he is the dominant man. That's why he's the man here on SmackDown. That's why he's the top dog. Because Triple H, you know, they call... I lost my train of thought. I apologize for that. But let's take a look as we see. Taking a look at the fans, Monday Night Raw still at a bit of a disadvantage. And yes, we did run an interference promotion during the show. Rene Dupree going over to wreak havoc on the Raw roster. And that got us 50,000 fans. So I'd say it's a good week for the blue brand. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ratings. Monday Night Raw getting a 3-star show rating with a 4.5-star main event. Holy cow. I mean, just look at this. A last man standing match on free television? Man, Monday Night Raw is getting desperate. And then we take a look at our show. We had a 3-star show as well, with a 3.5-star match 5 and a main event between Bret Hart and Triple H of 4 stars. I'd say that's a pretty successful week for Friday Night SmackDown. As you can see, we do have a nice advantage over Monday Night Raw in the ratings. at least for now anyways, so it's a nice change of pace as opposed to the 2008 series. But that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.